There are now more mobile phones in Australia than people, 24 million and rising. That's a lot of annoying ringtones and a lot of annoying bills. But with more carriers entering the market, who to choose is becoming more difficult. Here's Damien Hansen with a rating system that makes that choice a whole lot easier.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Cheryl Farrell and her phone company don't get along.
I would never trust Telstra again.
And it's not hard to see why.
147.40 overcharged, 181 overcharged, 261 overcharged, $50 overcharged, 107 overcharged and 126 overcharged.
The mother of two fell out of favour with her telco after appalling service and a litany of billing errors.
I'd have to come home from work every day, call them to see why it wasn't on. We were always left hanging, so there was countless hours of phone calls.
Telstra ultimately refunded her money.
In the last 12 months, just under half of the 61,000 complaints made to the Telecommunications Ombudsman were made about mobile phone services.
Not surprising when you consider we're a population
With more active mobile phone numbers than people.
serviced by more than a dozen providers.
So with so much choice, there's no real reason why you should be unhappy with your current phone company. But if you are and you want to make the switch, then Canstar Blue have made it easy. They've done the ringing around for you.
Absolutely. This is you going to your neighbour, to your best friend, to a relative and saying, who would you recommend? Who are you with? Are you happy?
In the network coverage category, Canstar canvassed the opinion of 2,500 account holders who ranked Vodafone and Telstra above 3 Mobile and Optus.
That's where Telstra really does come into its own and provide a very good service. If you're out in the country, you've really got to go with Telstra.
On service, customers were least satisfied with Telstra, placing the national carrier below 3 Mobile, Optus and Vodafone, which were all awarded 4 stars.
When they pick up the phone and talk to a call centre, you know they've got a problem. It's not because everything's fine, it's because they've got a problem. And one of the complaints we get is that they really can't connect, they can't make themselves understood, and they can't really understand the answer they're being given.
Steve Mickenbecker from Canstar Blue says mobile phone bills can be full of surprises.
One of the issues that people have with mobile phones is that they get a bill and they don't get it. They think, this can't be right. You know, that's not what I agreed to. That's not what I thought was going to happen.
On price, customers were equally agreeable with 3 Mobile, Optus and Vodafone, awarding each of the telcos 4 stars. Telstra again tailed the field with the least customer satisfaction.
First and foremost, it's value. Am I getting value for my buck?
When Canstar Blue asked customers if they were satisfied overall with their mobile phone provider, it was again a similar story. Telstra didn't fare well, falling behind 3, Optus and Vodafone.
Sometimes big is not beautiful, and sometimes the reality is that people sort of don't like big brands sometimes and like to see a challenger doing well. It's sort of the Australian way. But I think they really do have to do a bit of catch-up. Their customers are saying, look, we're not happy, we don't think we're getting great value.
But when it comes to customer satisfaction, Virgin Mobile has cleaned up, clearly having the most happy customers.
People are happy with virtually every aspect of the service they provide. They came top ranking on everything.
5 stars in all categories, from price to service, accessibility, billing and network coverage.
This says, look, we're happy with Virgin Mobile, for example. It's up to you then to look at the individual deal, to look at the contract, whether you want to go fixed, whether you want to go with a 2-year contract, just exactly what you want to do.
Hello?